Reef DVM's coming at you here with, well, basically getting rid of the old and prepping for the new. A lot of things have happened here in the last few weeks, and I was just going to try to show you like a sped up version of it. As you guys probably know from other videos, we got our backup system with our power generator in place. We got some supplies in, some shelving in, and just recently, the new custom sump arrived. We're finally making progress on the dream tank in the house, which is upstairs, and the sump, which is downstairs. Unfortunately, the sump has to go right where one of the 75 gallons was, and we don't want to get rid of that tank. We want to actually move it. We have a 75 and a 55 downstairs, and we want to take these and make them into quarantine tanks. So we had to pack up everything and move it out of the way. So this particular one here has a sump that's sitting off to the side on it. Not that that's bad, but we had to basically get that drained, suck the water out of it, put it into a garbage can, then slide it. Then we had to basically take the tank, decrease the water in the tank with a garbage can, slide the tank out of the way, put all the water back in, redo all the electrical, and get the sump back up and running. And of course, this had to be done in a fairly efficient manner. Otherwise, the possibility that we could lose some fish and some coral. That certainly is not cool. So certainly use some help. My wife is here, and myself, and our kids helped. They're not in the frames much, but they were definitely involved in the background of trying to keep heaters and water warm, and make sure everything went very, very smoothly. One of the things we did encounter in the process of moving was how we were going to set up the electrical so that we didn't blow the circuits. This room only has two 20 amp breakers on it, and this system was taking one set of it, and we're going to put it on one wall and use it as quarantine, while we take the whole new system and use the other set. So thankfully they are separate. Thankfully we didn't have an issue with it. We went out to Menards and we bought some heavy duty shelving, as you can see, put it together. Got some nice MDF boards for the bottom of it, and we actually glued those together. This shelving is rated for 2,000 pounds. We did our math on the sump, and we shouldn't be near that. We'll be more like in the 1,000-pound range, so this should be a really nice shelving unit for it. Certainly we could have gotten out and got an aquarium stand with, again, another set of drawers underneath and put it on that. But we wanted more of an open concept. We wanted the pumps to be more visible. We certainly wanted space for another small quarantine underneath it, which is what I'm doing there. We got some space saver bottles that we put in there. Got them all labeled up for calcium and alkalinity and storage water and RODI and stuff like that. So that's all set to go. And then, of course, we wanted the shelves above it so that we could put some chemicals and stuff on it. And then, of course, it's raining, but the new sump did arrive. It looks absolutely great. Came packaged excellent. I'm really glad it was packaged good, because unfortunately the shipper did manage to punch through, it's right below the sticker here, the plywood type particle chipboard. And they missed the sump, thankfully. So we got this beast downstairs, got all the foam out of it, picked it up, put it on the shelf, fit perfect. It's about 60 inches long for a sump, and it's about 17 by 17, 16 something and 16 something, I guess. I don't know all the exact measurements. It was made custom for us. It's what we wanted. It should fit our skimmer in the second chamber, and the third chamber would be our return back upstairs. And of course, if we want it, we have space in the first chamber for a refugium or a zeolite system. Either way, it should work out, really nice. In this process of the video here, we were getting it all unboxed and all the, plastic off it and get it all cleaned up. And we'll probably actually run some water through it and make sure it's clean. We also realized the crate it came in obviously was, charged to us for shipping. Turned out to be a great toy box thing. So I added some supports in the corners and handles on the lid, and I turned it into a toy box storage, which is really nice. Patched up the hole in the side. So anyways, here's the sump, kind of what it's going to look like, where the pumps are going to be. We picked up the Reef Octopus skimmer and stuck it in it that we just bought. I'll do a video later on that, its assembly and so forth, and certainly how that runs. but it fits perfectly where I wanted it, which is great. It's got a nice 1-inch inline on it, which is good. And we put the foam down there on the shelf so the whole system can sit on foam. I'm very pleased with how this looks, folks. We'll have some more videos as we get to test out the system and see how it runs and, make it perform. We'll also have videos on how we plumb it up to the upstairs. And, of course, we'll have the videos on the upstairs as far as how that goes. So thank you folks for watching. We appreciate it. Please subscribe to show your support and have a great day.